Hello Internet, Bardic Monk here, and welcome back to Bardic Brawl. Today we're going to be changing up things a little bit, and what we're going to be doing is playing another Marvel game that is called Marvel United. And this is going to be the solo variant of Marvel United. I'm going to be playing as Hulk as the main hero, and he's going to be supported by Wolverine, Iron Man, Captain America, and Spider-Man Noir. And the way that this works is you grab all the supporting characters and you are making a 12-card deck with them. So I'm just going to go through all these cards real quick and select 3 of each of them. For earlier characters it's a little easier because, like for Captain America and Iron Man, they were released in the original box and they only have 3 cards with abilities, so we're going to get the other ones and just put them to the side for now. So Iron Man and Captain America have no choices currently. For Wolverine, we do have a choice of 4 cards, and the reason why I picked him, 1, I just like Wolverine, but 2, he gives us a lot more punching and he also has a healing factor. So what I'm going to do is get rid of 1 punch here, and I'm going to put the rest of them away. So I got 4 extra punching, a move, and a wild icon, as well as a heroic that's attached to the healing factor. From Iron Man, we have Advanced Combat Analysis. Distribute 2 punch tokens from the pool among any number of heroes. That's me, so I'm just giving it to myself. I do the same thing for movement tokens. Power Recharge. You may draw cards until you have 3 in your hand. So there's a lot of healing with just these 2 characters. And Captain America, I give a wild token to another hero, but if there's no other hero, I'm ruling that that's just give it to myself. So he gives me 1 of each, and each of them give me a wild token, so that's cool. And lastly, we have Spider-Man Noir, he's from a future set. So Iron Man and Cap came in the original one, so they only have 3 of each. And then for Wolverine, he has 4 because he has 3, and then they were toying with the idea of giving people like starting cards, so he'd be able to heal constantly throughout the game. Because as long as this card is face up in the storyline, if you have less than 3 cards in hand, at the end of the villain turn you may draw 1 card. And for Spider-Man Noir, though, he came out in the Spider-Geddon box, which is one of the more recent ones, and it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of his cards have an ability, so there's a lot to choose from on this one. And I've never actually played with him before, so we'll see. This is a starting hand card. Okay, he has 1. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, if you are alone in your location, you may ignore 1 damage dealt by a threat for in each villain turn. This is really good just for ignoring damage. It is the responsibility of the people to take it away. 2 punch against a villain with a target token in your or an adjacent location, then discard 1 target from that villain. Oh, he's got target tokens, that's right. Alright, so I think I'm gonna give him the black suit if there's too much power, and then all 3 of these are the same, so I have to find the target tokens real quick, but with this I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 cards. I'm just going to shuffle these real quick and find that token, and I'll be right back. Hello Internet, Editor Monk here. Just to let you know, I am moving forward with a new look. I don't know if this is going to be it for sure, but for the next couple of videos, this is definitely going to be what I'm working with. Anyway, besides this change, I just want to let you know that this game, Marvel United, is not very complicated at all. It should be something extremely easy to finish, very easy to play, and for everybody to follow along with. And I'm just toying with the idea of playing stuff for this game just because I think it would be good for anybody new to the United Universe to just watch these videos and learn how to play. I go through a lot in this video, like way too much setup. I'm like 20 minutes into editing this video and I'm seeing that it's mostly just me explaining the game, and I really should have just made it its own video. So after this, I don't think it's really wasted time, just because I don't have a video before this to explain everything. I'm just letting you know that there is a lot of time. Please, like a lot of time of me just talking about the rules. Please, if you already know how to play the game and you just want to skip to the gameplay, or just want to skip all the, the setup and everything, there are timestamps. I put them in all my videos, and I will make sure that I put the, round one start. Essentially, mission one, I think, is going to be what I'm calling it. So, thank you very much again. Sorry about the very long intro, but yeah, I just wanted to get ahead of that. So, take care. All right. I didn't shuffle yet, but I did find the tokens, so I'm going to put one of those just in this little token pool area here. So I have that. I'm going to put the rest in the baggie in here. And for right now, because I'm not going to have cards at this point yet, I'm just going to place these right here for ease of access. Now, if you've never seen Marvel United before, this is a very, I'm going to say, simple game because I've been able to teach it to a lot of younger players of the game. But pretty much, this is Marvel United. You play against a villain that you choose. They have this setup right here where they have their own villain dashboard. So, for this one, it's going to be the Juggernaut because I like fighting Juggernaut. But they come with this, and there's a chance for you to actually play as the villain if you're playing multiplayer. So, I have a couple of rules here, special rules. When a hero is KO'd, Juggernaut doesn't activate his BAM. Instead, draw another Master Plan card and add it face down to the storyline. Okay. His BAM: deal 1 damage to each hero in locations Juggernaut left, entered, or moved through this turn. Lastly, Overflow. If one or more of these tokens, these are civilian and thug tokens, can't be added to a location, deal 1 damage to each hero in Juggernaut's location. Draw another Master Plan card and add it face down in the storyline. Okay, this is all going to make sense in a bit. Now, the way that this works is that even if I am in the same location as the villain, I'm not going to be able to hit him or her because we need to actually deal with their master plan. And that involves either defeating thugs, saving civilians, or clearing threats. So even if I'm in the same location as the villain, I can't punch him. Juggernaut's a unusual character because he has 8 life regardless of how many people are playing against him. We're playing solo, so we treat the life totals and everything that come on any of these characters or any tokens or anything like that, we treat it as a 2-player token, 2-player amount. Okay, so with that, now we have to clear these 3 things. They don't have to be in this order. So long as you're doing these 3 things, you pretty much can win the game. Now, the way that we play is I have my main character, who's going to be Hulk, and I have his party members essentially, who are going to be 4 characters I choose. So I'm just going to have them here. They aren't going to be playing the game specifically. Like, I'm not going to use their tokens or their minis during this match, but I just have them out just because I painted them, and it's just fun to show. But these 4 characters will give me another pile of cards to choose from when playing solo. So I have all the cards set up here. I'm going to shuffle them. I'm just going to split them in half and then just do basic shuffling on him. So the way that this game plays is, now that we know what this does, we also need to go over this. So the things that happen with the villain plays the first turn of the game. So I have his cards here. I'm not sure if I shuffled him yet. Okay, do this just so I don't know if they're starting hand. It doesn't matter if they're starting hands or not. Okay, and 3, 2, 1, last. Okay, these. I'm going to put these 2 here, and we'll go over the Juggernaut real quick. So the Master Plan deck is what the villain uses. In this case, Juggernaut is going to have his deck of cards where he's constantly moving and doing stuff. So when I reveal a card, this is what we're looking at. And the villain also has the first card, as I mentioned before. So when I reveal a card, it's going to look something like this. And what this shows is the villain's name, shows the art, and then the movement, like the amount of spaces and what direction, and then if they bam or not, as well as wherever they land, however many thugs or civilians you add to those locations. So for this first one, I am going to, I will put a card face down for right now. I'll flip this one that we're ready. He's going to have his first turn. And I have a deck of 12 cards. Let's make sure you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So yeah, with 12 cards, I start the game with 3. And at the beginning of my turn, I'm going to be able to draw a card and then play a card. I'm going to put my cards here for right now, since all my tokens are down here. You lose usually when you just run out of cards. So if the whole master plan goes through without you being able to stop the villain, like before they play their last master plan card, you lose the game. And some villains have other like win conditions. So like Red Skull terrorizes the city, and if he manages to accumulate enough like fear, he wins the game. So yeah, when we're completing these missions, what we're trying to do is just complete them, not in any specific order, just as long as we complete one, we get the first effect. Then if we beat another one, we get a second effect, and then if we ever get to the third one, it's the third effect. So for right now, the way that it's paced is that it goes villain, hero, hero, hero cards, then villain, hero, hero, hero. So the villain's going to go every 3 hero turns. If you complete one of these missions early, or once you complete any of these missions, you get to the first level, and the villain acts after every 2 hero cards. So they start acting faster and faster. So it gets more difficult to actually defeat, because they're under pressure. On the second mission completion, the villain is now vulnerable to damage, so then you can actually start fighting them. And if for whatever reason you're able to complete the third one, the heroes unlock this power-up card, which specifically is here, unlocks this power-up card. What the heck? This is a different board. Okay, so this is double-sided. I thought it was just a color thing. It's not. Okay. I don't know about this power-up card, but I guess I'll find that out. We'll find that out together at a future video, I guess. But for this one, each hero immediately draws one card. The first two effects are the same. Just each hero just immediately draws a card, so I get an extra card. Right now we're not even on step 1, we're just beginning, so that's what I'm using this for. We have our 4 helpers, and wherever we choose, Juggernaut's going to be on the other side of it. So I'm just going to have Bruce Banner start, or the Hulk start in Las Vegas, and the way that this works is that these are all color coordinated, so the opposite side of the board is actually color coordinated to wherever you started. So if I'm in green, I'm putting the Juggernaut on the other side of the board, which is green. If this is a circle, we just start off on the opposite sides of each other. And that's it. These locations have these tokens. These are civilians and thugs that you are defeating, or civilians that you're saving. And at the beginning of the game, each of these locations come with a starting set of civilians or thugs that you have to put on here. And then his cards are going to tell us what to add to each of the locations compared to where he's at, if we add any cards. So, and last thing is, each of these locations have an ability. So at the end of turn, if I'm in Loom World, you may move to any other location. Because we're just starting, we have these threats that are here. So in this case, the Avatar Sidorak. As long as one or more Avatar Sidorak is in play, Juggernaut ignores 1 damage each hero turn. So, it gets a little difficult to beat him that way. I would give him a tough status card, I guess, but that's not what we're gonna do right now. Do you have this token and the actual actions of this game? Okay. There are 4 icons at the bottom of these cards that coincide with these tokens that I have piles of here. And you have 3 actions. I know there's 4 tokens, but you have 3 actions. You can move, you have a heroic to save a civilian or to complete a mission or complete a threat. And you have a punch to defeat civilians or to deal damage to a villain or their minions who can show up as cards in these locations. Lastly, we have the Wild token, which can be used as one of any of the other 3. And at the start of the game, we do not have any of these, just because Bruce Banner, or the Hulk, does not have any special setup effects for his character. So with that, we are ready to start playing. I am still new to this new version of solo play for Marvel United, so special setups are: first, pick your main hero, choose a team of 4 supporting heroes, choose 3 of the special effect cards from each to build a 12 card supporting heroes deck. Shuffle this deck and keep it face down near you. Reveal the top 2 cards of the supporting heroes deck and place them face up next to the deck, forming a display. So that's here. If playing with equipment cards, I am not. Take any special components associated with your main hero and supporting heroes, as they can be used in the game. So in this example, in this case, I have these aim target tokens that Spider-Man Noir can give me. Then decide what your battle plan budget is. Oh, I forgot about this. The maximum possible amount is 2, but you can play with 1 or even 0 for a bigger challenge. Each battle plan card has a different permanent effect that interacts with the supporting hero cards, and each has a listed cost of either 1 or 2. Make your choice of battle plan cards based on your chosen budget and place them face up in front of you. The sum of the values of the selected cards cannot surpass the available budget. Remove any unselected battle plan cards from the game. Okay, so we're going to look for that real quick. Okay, So are these the hero cards? Or what are these, battle plan cards? Why is this so hard to get out? Okay. Yeah, okay. So I have set up here in my collection the battle plan cards, which are these smaller cards that are 1 or 2 points, and something called EMP Trap, which is part of the red team, blue team. I think this is Civil War cards, a bunch of equipment cards I haven't used yet, so these are going to go away for right now. Yeah, okay. So, for right now I'll put you guys here. For the battle plan we have 2 points, and you play a supporting hero card at any time during your turn. You automatically defeat. What do we have here? Cap, Spider-Man, Noir. I feel like everybody's very aggressive. No Time for Thugs would be a pretty interesting one. When you play a supporting hero card, so one of these, at any time during your turn, you may automatically defeat 1 thug in your location. I won't really be taking damage and keeping it. When you play a supporting hero card, you can forfeit all its actions and special effects to draw a card. To draw cards once you have 3 in your hand. Thank you. Calling for help. It's the same thing for No Time for Thugs, but you save a civilian instead. I think because we're attacking so much, this would be good. Better preparation. When you play a supporting hero card, you can forfeit all its actions to give it 2 wild tokens instead. Huh. Once during each of your turns, I can also do change of plan. I think for right now we're just going to go with calling for help. So we have this activated. When I play a supporting hero card, anytime during my turn, I can automatically rescue 1 civilian in my location. So I'll put you guys out here. Okay. I believe that's all the setup that we have. So put these guys here. Yep, just leave them here. And I don't have any space for my cards, so I think that's it. First things first, we are, flip this over. I think everything is set up, just double checking before I start. Okay, so we're going to flip the Juggernaut and start now. He's got 8 health and I have 3. And the way that this works is that if I ever discard my last card in my hand, I'm KO'd. So, here we go. Juggernaut. Move to the next clockwise location with the most heroes. So he immediately just runs straight towards us this way. Unstoppable charge. Deal 1 damage to each hero in Juggernaut's location. He deals 1 damage to me. I'm going to discard a... Where are we at? Oh, the Power Sitter is here too. I'm going to get rid of my 1 heroic. These are doubles though. That's the only reason why I don't want to get rid of it. Alright. I'm going to get rid of this card. And then he places 1 thug and 1 civilian each of these. So he's currently landed there, and he goes 1 thug, then 1 civilian. The way that we distribute these is they usually give the thug first. So just in case there's overflow, you're just dealing with thugs. They're overrunning that location. With that, we have completed this. When taking damage, heroes in this location take 1 extra damage. So I am going to ooh, something I didn't notice. Sims Tower, this location starts with 2 heroic tokens on it. Okay. Heroes may discard any number of hero tokens from here to ignore the same amount of damage. Oh, okay. It might have been better to start there, but it's too late now. If I take my extra damage, or when I take my extra damage, I'm going to get rid of my 2 punches so that I can get my double action. Alright. So, at the beginning of my turn, I draw a card. Let me check. So we just decided our battle budget. Treat the villain as if you're playing a 2-hero game. If you wish to change the level of difficulty, you may add challenges that support single-player games. Special rules. Turns are resolved in the usual sequence, with the main hero acting every hero turn. Each hero turn, you may either play a regular card by drawing 1 card from the main hero deck and then playing 1 card from your hand, or instead of drawing a card from the main hero deck, choose 1 of the 2 supporting hero cards on the display and play it in the storyline. The rest of the turn is performed as usual. Use the symbols and special effects. Yep. The location end of turn effect step is also performed as usual. Then draw the top card of the supporting hero's deck and play it face up on the display. Yep, okay. Anything else? Oh man, there's a lot more rules. Main hero is always considered the active hero. Any effects that refer to another refers to you. Another hero means the main hero. Each hero refers to the main hero. Any ongoing special effects from a support hero card in the storyline still applies to the main hero. Supporting hero cards in the storyline from previous turns are not considered your cards. Okay. Action tokens gained are always considered yours. At the end of each hero turn, you can't have more than 5 action tokens. If the third mission is complete, draw 1 card from the main hero deck into your hand. If you must play a random card after an effect instructs you to do so, you must play a random card from the main hero's hand of cards. All of your selected battle plan cards are always in effect. Interacting with the supporting hero cards you play. The game is not lost when there are no supporting hero cards left. You lose when you have no cards to play on your turn. Okay. And then they give us rules for supervillain versus commander solo. So what we're doing. Okay, so I drew this. I was trying to figure out if I had to play my cards first, but I could opt to just do 3 supporting hero turns. So what I'm going to do is use my wilds. Yeah, okay. I'm going to use my wilds to defeat 2 thugs. So that's two thugs deep, and this is the end of my first turn. My second action is going to be the black suit. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, if you are alone in your location, which I'm always going to be, you may ignore 1 damage dealt by a threat in each villain turn. So I would have been able to ignore the power of Sidorak. I'm going to play that as my second action. I get my 2 wilds and a movement, And because I played this, since I played a supporting hero card, I can automatically rescue one civilian, which I'm going to do. So I have done that. I'm going to move one, and then what am I going to do? I'm going to use both of my actions to... I'm going to do one of each. I'm going to attack a thug and rescue a civilian. And we flip this to see what we get. I don't need double movement. And I think we're going to do a setup for Spider-Man Noir. So I think it's just safe to stay where I'm at right now. If I could get Wolverine's starting hand card, that'd be great. If there's too much power. So attach one target token to a villain in your or an adjacent location. So I put this on the villain right now, because he's in my adjacent location, and I have one movement and one star. So because I played this, I used the calling for help ability to save another civilian, and I'm going to not move. I'm just going to pass on that. I end my turn. We have a lot of punching coming up, and let's see. Now it's going to be the villain's next turn. So, master plan card. He moves 4 to the right and then bams. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. He bams and puts. Well, we're going to resolve it in order. So, his bam is deal 1 damage to each hero in locations Juggernaut left, entered, or moved through this turn. Okay. He does 1 damage to me. Because I have this Spider-Man Noir ability, as long as this card is face up in the storyline, you are alone. In your location, you may ignore 1 damage dealt by a threat in each villain turn. Okay, so that's not a threat. Okay, the way that this works, I'm taking a damage. The threat, which is this card, tells me when taking damage, heroes in this location take 1 extra damage. So I normally take 2 damage and then I'd be KO'd, but because of the black suit, we ignore this extra damage. We are at the Sims Tower, which has the ability. Heroes here may discard any number of heroic tokens from here to ignore the same amount of damage. I'm going to ignore the 1. And then he places 4 tokens down. So in his location he drops 2. Yikes. He drops 1 here. He's going to drop 1 to the side. Here we have overflow. Overflow. If 1 or more of those tokens can't be added to a location, do 1 damage to each hero in Juggernaut's location. So, none. Then draw another master plan card and add it face down to the storyline. So, first we resolve this, then we resolve this, and now it's our turn. If any deck runs out, technically we lose, except for this one because of the multiplayer rules. Also, I played a Spider-Man Noir card. I don't want to confuse anything, so I'm not going to do that. Okay. It's the beginning of my turn. I am I'm gonna play Captain America. He has one movement. He gives himself a token. Okay, so I have this token now. Put it over here for right now. Give a wild token from the pool to another hero, so me. Then I'm gonna just reflect on my cards. Oh, that's not great. I'm going to move here and use the heroic from Spider-Man Noir to place the first completion on that mission. Then I draw a card. I'm gonna play a Hulk move, and I will play his move Punch. Oh, this is resolved, so I'm putting this back. I'm gonna move once. I'm gonna punch to get rid of this, and then I'm gonna move again to go back here. And last, actually, I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna ignore the last movement that I got. No, I'm gonna move over here. So I move over this side to here, and then I'm gonna play Wolverine. He has, right now I have 3 punch and 2 movement, so I got 2 punch. Oh, crap. Where did I move to? I did move to here, right? So during that last turn, I played Captain America. I could save this guy for free. I moved here, so I start my turn here. I KO 2 thugs. During my turn, because of calling for help, I save another civilian for free. Which I could do here, but I could do at the park residence instead. I've used 2 right now. I have 1 more punch. I'm just going to save from here and then move back over to Loom World and use my last punch to defeat another thug. And that's all 3 actions right now. I just gotta hope he doesn't just move 1 towards me. So, it's the end of my turn. He's going to put this card. He's going to move 4, then bam, so 1, 2, 3, 4. He bams, I take a damage. Because of the black suit, I ignore 1 damage, so I don't take any. And then he starts placing civilians in his area. Okay. Puts 2 in his location. And 1 in each adjacent location. I'm gonna consolidate these guys. Here. Okay. So he resolved everything on his turn. Now we're back. I feel like I really want to try to... Oh, and he's going to flip another card. Alright. You got nothing but movement at the beginning of the game. It sounds good, but I need a lot of heroics right now. Okay. I'm going to play Iron Man. I distribute 2 movement tokens from the pool to a hero, so I have these 3 now. It gives me a punch from the card itself, and I can rescue civilian. So I'm going to use this punch to take care of this guy. I'm going to use my previous move to move back over here. Call for help's passive to save one civilian. We might be able to hit Juggernaut next turn if we can save another civilian. We flip a card. We're going to be holding on to this one. Okay. I'm going to play this. And I'm going to use that. As an action. So I have 2 movements in this. I can save some civilians right now, so I have these 2, I have these movements, so I'm going to use 1 movement token to move me here. I'm going to... Oh, he doesn't have any villains, any thugs out right now. So I'm going to use a heroic. Yeah, I'm going to use this heroic and the wild to save 2. Save 2 civilians. So we were right there. And with that, oh no, we still have another action. Okay. Oh no. I'm going to... Man, I would love for Wolverine's claws to come out. What does the world do? We're going to try to maximize our... Okay. I'm still finishing this turn, so what I'm going to do is wreck on this. Instead of saving 1 civilian, I am going to complete 1 stage of this. Is it the wrong way? No, it's the right way. Okay. So, I complete 1 stage of this instead of saving that other civilian. Then on my last turn, because I've only played 2, I'm going to play Wolverine. It allows me passively to save 1 of these because of calling for help. Then I have a heroic and a wild, so I'm going to use both of those to complete this. So essentially I am done with these 2, this and this. This goes away. This gets discarded. If you have 1 or 2 cards in your hand, you may draw 1 card. That's what I was hoping for. I have nothing to use my punches on, but I will take that so I can heal for 1. I was hoping the Parker residents had like soup, chicken soup to give the Hulk. So we will end our turn here, and at the end of the turn, if you have 1 or 2 cards in your hand, you may draw 1 card. Okay. So I draw 1. Now I'm at 2 HP. And we flip this card. So now we have this. And we end the turn again. And the next thing is going to be the Master Plan card. So, Juggernaut. He's going to move 4 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. He stops right in front of me. He bams. I didn't get moved. Like, he didn't move through any of my spaces. So then he brings out villains and thugs. Thank goodness. Another thug here. And 1 last thug here. Okay, he is complete. So now it's my turn. I'm gonna play Healing Factor. Am I? Yeah, I'm gonna play Healing Factor. So. Am I? Oh man. Because I could heal for one. I can save somebody and knock somebody out. Hit him anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to play Spider-Man Noir. So, if there's too much power, it's the responsibility of the people to take it away. So I play Spider-Man Noir, and I have one wild and one punch. I'm going to use the Calling for Help passive for playing him to save one civilian. I'm going to use the punch on the card to damage the other thug. I've completed 2 steps. So now, after completing the first one, villain acts after every 2 hero cards, and now, because we completed the second one, the villain is now vulnerable to damage. So I can use a movement ability, movement token, to move to Juggernaut, and I am going to use the wild action to punch him once. He ignores that because of where are we? Yeah, the Avatar Sidorak. As long as one or more Avatar Sidorak is in play, Juggernaut ignores 1 damage each hero turn. So I punch him once for the wild. He ignores that. I use this punch to knock out the last thug that I needed. But then I do the actual ability, so I do 2 damage against a villain with a target token in my or an adjacent location. He's in my location. So I discard this. No, I do 2 damage to him. So 1, 2. It's now discarded. Then discard 1 target token from that villain. So now this is gone. And this is the only card that does this in the game, so can't get this back because my cards only count the Hulk cards now. There's no way for me to bring it back. Okay. That's the end of that turn. We reveal this. And I've only got one more action. I'm going to play Wolverine. No, Captain America, see if I can capitalize on this. So, for Cap, give a wild token to yourself, and I got 2 punches. So he ignores 1, and then I do a punch, and I use a wild card to punch 1 more time. And then I end my turn, which flips this. And now we have the next Master Plan card. He moves 2 to the right and then bams. So 1, 2 to each location Juggernaut left. So he does 1 damage to me because I have that black suit on. I take no damage. And then he drops some civilians off right now. So 1 civilian off here, 2 civilians off here, no overflow, and last this. And because we completed these cards, I'm just gonna refresh this pool, flip these over, and the last mission I have to finish would be to clear threats. Okay. And he's done. So now it is my turn. I can play Healing Factor if I wanted to. There's no way for me to do two movement right now. Man. We're gonna draw a whole card. Hopefully I got like a double movement or something. Nope. We will give him a movement though. So I'm gonna need that next turn anyway. So I have a movement. Did I do anything here? I played him. That happens. No. Alright, when I played Captain America, this guy's gonna go away. Just so I can mitigate any damage just in case. Okay. Now this turn, this is in my hand. I move one, and I have one punch. So I'm gonna move over to Loom World, and I'm gonna punch this guy. He's KO'd. And for my second action, I'm going to play Wolverine just so I can capitalize on having more options, hopefully. Alright, so I play Wolverine. That gives me a passive rescue. And he gives me a heroic, and I have a movement, so I'm going to move. I'm going to use my heroic to deal damage to the mission. Each hero turn. Each of these are hero turns. This is not my hero turn. We're treating it as different ones. So we have 2 cards, then he gets to go again. So, next Master Plan card. He's going to move to the left. I keep forgetting that he's going to keep moving, so now I'm going to run after him again. 1, 2. He bams. When taking damage, heroes in this location take 1 extra damage. Oh yeah, that's right. Black suit is only for threat. So I did lose a card. Okay, that's fine. He deals damage to me. I'm going to take this damage. And then... Ooh. If any Avatar Sidorak threat cards have been cleared... Avatar Sidorak is cleared. Put one of them back into play in the next counterclockwise location without a threat. Okay, so he's already back. Cool, I didn't know you could do that. Now it's my turn. It's the end of the villain's turn. That means I get to activate Wolverine's ability. I get to draw a card at the end of the villain phase. We are going to... I'm going to give myself a leadership. So double leadership right now. I'm going to use one of them to do this. That clears this. Come on. What happens next? If the top Master Plan card is not revealed, you may guess if it adds more thugs or civilians, then reveal it. If you guess right, gain 1 wild token and leave the card revealed. Otherwise, put it at the bottom of the deck. Okay. What have I done right now? I've done 1 action. I'm going to use my other 2 actions from here to save. I use 1 to complete that. I have the other one and the passive to get rid of these 2 guys. Both of these civilians are saved. And I don't have any movement, but I do get a wild token. I'll end my turn here, and I'm going to guess there's evens and civilian. I'm going to say thugs. I'm gonna guess that it's gonna add more thugs. Oh, I guess right. If you guessed right, gain 1 wild token. And leave the card revealed, otherwise put it at the bottom of the deck. Okay. And then I get another action. We're at the end of this. We'll hold on to power recharge because this should work. Okay. Hulk Smash. I could do Hulk Smash, but I don't want to spend all these actions to just move. I'm going to play the second Iron Man. Second to last Iron Man. So, advanced combat analysis, distribute 2 fighting. This should set me up for a good win if I can actually do it. So, this should be fine. I have a movement and a heroic, and I have a free. Well, I'm going to move over here for insurance. Then I'm going to save 1 for my passive. Then use a heroic to save the other one. And that's the end of my turn. Master Plan's going to go off. He's going to move 2 over here. 1, 2. And we're down to 1 of these, yeah. He moves 2 over there, and he bams. Nobody. Any Avatar Sidorak threat cards? Nope. What am I doing? This one. He does move 2 to the left, though. He bams again, nothing. Then we have. Let's see. He's going to add some thugs. As I guessed correctly before. There's that. There's this. And then there's 2 that should be put here, but they can't. So if 1 or more of those tokens can't be added to the location, deal 1 damage to each hero in Juggernaut's location. So he does damage to 0 heroes that are there. Draw another Master Plan card and add it face down to the storyline. Okay, we're almost at the end here. And this is where we get to get dumb. So, it's the end of the villain turn. Healing factor kicks in. I do have less than 3 cards, so I get to draw my 3rd. I'm back to full health. I have 2 punches, so I could play 2 punches. And then I think I could just KO him after that. So, the way that this works is I play punch, I play double punch, and this kicks off movement. So I move 1. Oh, these are discarded, sorry. These are gone, and then I use both of my attacks from here. That means I punch for 1, he ignores it because Avatar Sidorak is out. And then the second one does go through. Alright. That's the end of that turn. And then I play. Well, I have to draw a card when I do that, sorry. So I did that. So I got 3 Hulk Smash everything. Then I'm going to play my card. So I draw a card before I play a card. I got another 2 punches. Which I think that's better. Because Hulk Smash, when I move, I deal 1 damage to everything in the location. And this is just doubling down on damage. So right now I have 4 damage, which by itself KOs Juggernaut. So I do 1 is ignored. I do 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. That KOs Juggernaut. I have 4, 5, 6, 7. So I do 4 extra damage to him. And he's KO'd. This is Marvel United. And there is, as you can see in the icon that I made here, that there's also DC United coming out at some point. And all these miniatures come unpainted, and this is just something that I wanted to do. wherein I would I would paint all these characters and then just start playing with them. It'll give me a reason to start painting them. Like, I've been trying to get through them. I have a lot of the core boxes done. Sorry. I have a lot of the core boxes done, but I need to really buckle down and just finish painting. So, all in all, this was fun. I like how simple this is compared to the Marvel Champion stuff. This is just a nice little reprieve from that. But I'll be back on Marvel Champion soon enough. For Marvel United, any of the base boxes work by themselves. You need any base boxes in order to play with the expansions, obviously. And this is a very simple game. The only thing I don't think I went over on the rules, so I'm confused. I'm sorry if you're confused, but when you play a card, the next card in the storyline gets the abilities from the previous card. So, sorry for not mentioning that earlier, but this whole time, you essentially, aside from the first player, everybody else gets extra icons, you know, after they start playing cards. So, all in all, pretty good. I did like calling for help. I could make this a little more difficult, but I do think I got lucky. So, there was a whole lot of choices being made here, which is great. Even a simple game like this takes me an hour. Okay. So this is a relatively simple game. Aside from the setup, this is very, very easy to play. Again, I just have this for like the board game for if we have like family over. I can play this easy with anybody who wants to play something. So this is it. Thank you for watching. As always, everybody have a great day, have a great night, and stay positive.